All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol BNGO, Bionano Genomics Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I just want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And I want to quickly announce that I have a Twitter account now. The link is down below in the description, so check it out. Follow me on Twitter. And I have a new ticker symbol to add to your watch list. So you definitely want to stay tuned till the end of this video. You're definitely going to want to have this on your radar. And I was previously talking about WBA. We have a new one for today, so stay tuned for that. So BNGO stock has been in a nice slight downward movement and sideways too, right? So what would be nice here, right, for this to be very healthy, in my opinion, is some consolidation staying within this area. No crazy volatility downwards, no crazy volatility upwards, because what we're really waiting for here with BNGO is the catalyst of ARK Invest turning the rumor into a reality of actually buying into some shares of BNGO or getting a position and adding it to their ETF, and the FDA approval, right? Those are the two things we're waiting for. Now, I do want to state that the stock had a public offering. That's why we had this slight dip here, and it hit lows of 382. It broke through the 390 mark that I had stated we needed to watch carefully, and then quickly after brought itself back up. Interesting enough that I do want to state this stock handled the public offering pretty well, because usually investors look at public offerings as negative rather than a direct offering. A direct offering is a lot more different than a public offering. And also, the stock is holding itself up pretty well in the last couple of days, even though this has been in this direction. So we still want to watch it carefully, right? If there's a pullback from here, or if there's consolidation, or if this can run up a little bit higher and consolidate at a higher point. But we need to remember where BNGO came from. BNGO came from down here, 50 cents a share. So for it to hold up pretty well above, the $4 mark and hanging out in this area within this channel, and excuse all the circles and drawings, but I like to illustrate so you guys can visualize and focus in on these points, then that's a good sign, because all of this is showing investor sentiment. They're holding long positions. Yes, some profit taking happened here. I get it. Plus the offering, but it's holding up pretty well, and we need to remember where it came from. This didn't come from $2, $3. This came from 50 cents, and it's still holding up pretty well. You definitely want to keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and see here what's important moving forward. We have a few catalysts to look forward to into the coming weeks, and even the coming week if things happen fast. But let's go ahead and see our new support level here and our new resistance based off the chart, because of the fact that I have seen here how our resistance was the resistance once again, right? Interesting enough, this is going to be a very important resistance moving forward into the coming days, and if this does not get broken through, it's going to be important for the bulls to actually focus in and do everything it takes to break through this, because they got a rejection once again right when they reached this point. That's where they got rejected previously, and that's where they got rejected again. So let's zoom in here and get these points to their exact location, and keep in mind the lowest point, 382, super important number moving forward. Now our 50-day moving average is 460. I'd write that down. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. So I advise every single investor to keep these numbers in mind, pay close attention to them, and also remember that we're in tug-of-war zone here. Up and down, tug-of-war zone. Now, if this breaks through 460 and ends up in bearish territory, our first support level is 401. I definitely recommend paying close attention to this, how it's reacting between the 50-day moving average and this support, and if the bulls are trying to reappear before it breaks through it, because this is the lowest point before this run and crossing the 50-day moving average. So if 401 gets crossed, we could be on our way down to newer lows. newer support levels, and getting deeper into bearish territory. We want this stock to stay within this channel here, as we've stated, to hold itself up. It broke through a newer low, but that was due to the fact of the public offering, and the goal is for this to not reach those lows again. And if it doesn't, volatility doesn't, rise this up quickly or downwards quickly, that it stays within this area until the next catalyst. That will be healthy for this stock. So 401 gets crossed. We definitely need to watch this closely and what's going on with the behavior. All right, that is very important because that is not that far from 382, and 382 gets crossed. This is going to hit newer lows, newer support levels, and get deeper into bearish territory, and then go ahead and confirm that we are in a downward slope, and that could mean that this is going in a very subtle way to newer lows, and we're not even noticing it because of these pickups and these moments where it kind of holds itself up slightly, but it just continues the downward slope in a very subtle way, and that can actually catch us off guard. And by the time you know it, it's back down here to about $1 or $2 and some change. And then when the next catalyst comes or no catalyst comes, it actually goes back to being below $1. So you got to keep in mind the risk involved with this stock, and that's why we need to watch carefully what's going on here. So 514 is our resistance. Very important resistance. That was the previous resistance leading into this trading day, and again got rejected at that point. So 514 needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can pull this up to newer highs and maintain control of this chart in bullish territory and continue the momentum by pulling further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. So 514, I want to emphasize this, needs to be broken through. It's the resistance level that needs to be turned into a support and pulled away from to then reach the next resistance level up here at this point at 579 and continuing up to 632, and then the next one 724. But we don't have to worry about those just yet. 514 is the first step and beginning catalyst to continue to work its way up deeper to bullish territory and reaching newer highs. So I want every single investor to keep that in mind. We are in tug of war zone, so we need to watch this stock carefully. Now, if you learned something new and found this video helpful and informative, I hope that with these cues you guys are well equipped for tomorrow. And if you learned it and if you found it helpful, then hit that subscribe button for me. Don't forget to click on it and click on the bell so that you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. So, those of you that have stayed to this point, the ticker symbol that we're about to talk about, we talked about in the previous videos, WBA. I hope you guys have already added it to your watch list, but I have another ticker symbol. You may have heard about it before or you haven't. I did a full video on this ticker symbol previously in the last month, and it's already moved up from $24 to $29, almost $30, and we need to watch it carefully moving forward, but it has an opportunity to get a market share in the EV sector and probably even 5G if they further expand. But the ticker symbol is ALGM. ALGM. Add that to your watch list if you're interested in watching the full thorough analysis that I did on that ticker symbol. Comment down below how you feel about Bngo, or if you just want that video, tell me, hey, I want the link to the video, and I will personally give you the link to that video. I did it last month, and I further encourage you guys to do more due diligence and research than what I did, but at least it gives you an idea about the company. If you've never heard about it, or if you have but don't know much about it, check out that video, comment down below, and thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.